Hey, David, is 10 a.m. tomorrow still good for you? If you're too busy, don't push yourself, okay? Mom and I can go by ourselves. I know how packed your schedule has been lately.
There's no way the eldest son isn't going to visit Dad's grave on the anniversary of his death. Don't worry, I rushed through the cases I was working on today. I cleared my entire calendar for tomorrow.
That's my overachiever brother for you. But seriously, are you okay? With all the wedding prep lately, you haven't had much time to rest, have you? You've been working crazy hours.
The wedding stuff is fine. Ashley's been taking the lead on everything. Honestly, I don't really know what to do with wedding planning anyway. I don't have any strong preferences, so her taking charge and making all the decisions has been a huge help. She's been amazing about it, actually.
Is that really okay? You know, I have a friend who still resents her husband for not being involved in their wedding planning. She brings it up like every time we hang out.
That's terrifying. I make sure to actively listen and give input so she doesn't resent me. I just let her make the final calls since she cares more about the details. So about tomorrow, I should pick you up and then Mom at our house at 10, and then we'll all go to the cemetery together, right? That's still the plan?
Actually, about that, I'm already at Mom's place right now. I was planning to stay overnight and go to the cemetery with you tomorrow.
I see. So it'll just be you and Mom in the car then.
Yep, please and thank you.
I was gonna stop by your place before Mom's anyway, so this actually saves me a trip. More efficient this way.
You know, you're kind of perfect. I know it's weird for your sister to say this, but you're like the ideal man. You've got everything women want. Caring, reliable, responsible.
Ideal? Really? I don't think I'm quite that impressive. I'm just doing what anyone would do.
Are you kidding? You're tall, you went to a top university, and you have high income.
There are more men out there who are capable.
What are you even saying? You're someone who graduated from a prestigious law school and is doing great as a lawyer. Plus, you can cook and do housework, and you're considerate of others.
Do you want something from me? This is a lot of flattery all of a sudden.
Nothing like that. I'm just being honest. You know what? My classmates used to bug me all the time asking me to introduce them to you, like constantly. It got annoying, honestly.
Wait, I was popular? I had no idea.
Even Ashley said you were perfect and that meeting someone as amazing as you was like winning the lottery. She seemed so happy.
That's kind of embarrassing. She really said that. Oh, speaking of which, about next month's wedding, Ashley and I will be heading to the venue early, so can I count on you to help Mom get there?
Huh?
Is that not convenient? I can arrange something else if you're busy.
No, it's just... Wait, the wedding is next month?
What? I sent you an invitation. Ashley handled all the seating arrangements. She said she made the seating chart and everything.
When next month?
The second Saturday.
Oh, good, I'm free that day. I just asked Mom too, and she says she's available. We haven't made any plans.
That's a relief. It would have been really awkward if the family section was completely empty. That would have looked so strange. But anyway, that's weird. Was it a mistake?
Maybe it was that thing.
What thing?
There was a news story recently about a mail carrier who was slacking off at work and threw away some of the mail they were supposed to deliver. Just dumped it all in a trash can. Can you believe that? Ashley probably assumed that since we're family, even if we didn't RSVP, she could count on us being there. She probably thought it was fine not to follow up.
People actually do stuff like that? That's insane! Sorry, I should have checked with you earlier. I should have confirmed directly.
Mom and I were actually wondering when the wedding was. We thought maybe you were still finalizing the date. We should have just asked.
I'll let Ashley know too. The seating chart is probably already done, so it should be fine. But I want to make sure there are no other issues.
Good thing we found out today.
I'll bring the invitation details with me tomorrow. Time, dress code, venue address, all of it.
Okay, I'll keep my whole schedule clear for that day. Mom's really excited to see you get married.
Thanks, that means a lot. See you tomorrow then.
And I was doing so well keeping it hidden until now. When I heard about the cemetery visit for the death anniversary, I had a bad feeling. I should have gone with you to keep an eye on things. I knew something would go wrong.
Huh? Ashley? Is this really you?
I can't believe you found out about the wedding. Obviously, you didn't get invitations because I never sent them. Invitations cost money, you know. Why would I waste money on people I don't want there?
What? Ashley, what are you talking about? And why are you suddenly texting me out of the blue? What's going on? Wait, did someone hack your phone? This doesn't sound like you at all.
Of course it's me. Who else would it be?
You're acting completely different from when we met. You were so sweet and kind before. What happened?
I was putting on an act in front of David, but this is just texting one-on-one. No need to pretend, right? Unless you're not thinking of tattling on me, are you? That would be really pathetic.
Putting on an act? Tattling? I don't understand what's happening right now. And this is all of a sudden.
Explaining everything is such a drag, so I'll just cut to the chase. I don't want you people at the wedding. Can you just not come? It would make everything so much easier.
Not come? You can't be serious.
I figured now's as good a time as any to cut ties between David and your family. Clean break, fresh start.
Cut ties? Why would you do that? We're his family.
Because single-parent families are basically the bottom of society, aren't they? Everyone knows that.
Excuse me? What did you just say?
Sure, David turned out fine despite being raised by a single mom. He's the exception, not the rule, but not everyone does. Look at you! You're just some office worker, nothing special. And your mom's a shut-in in a wheelchair. Not exactly the image I want associated with my wedding.
Hold on! Mom is still working. She works from home. She's not a shut-in.
Working from home barely counts as real work. It's basically retirement with a computer. But you know what I really hate? Having parents sitting in the family section when they're not even a complete set. My parents will be there, and I have all these surprises planned for them. But if there's only a mother on David's side, honestly, it'd be better if no one showed up. For appearances, you know, people will talk.
Appearances? You're worried about appearances? Do you hear yourself right now?
Anyway, that's the situation. Don't come to the wedding. Just stay home.
You're saying I can't witness my own brother's wedding as his sister? That's what you're telling me?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Stop leeching off him. I don't know how long you were planning to mooch off him, but David isn't the kind of person who should have parasites like you hanging on. He deserves better than that.
We're not parasites. How dare you? First of all, the reason our father isn't around is because he died in an accident, and that was 5 years ago. Both David and I were already adults when it happened. We were independent.
So what? Dead is dead.
Mom is in a wheelchair because she was in that same accident with Dad, so we never struggled financially growing up. Mom may use a wheelchair now, but she still works hard and supports herself. She's incredibly independent.
Having a mother in a wheelchair sitting in the family section, just thinking about it looks terrible. And dealing with wheelchair accommodations is such a hassle. The venue would have to make special arrangements. Besides, I've been in a car accident too, you know. So I understand what it's like.
That's news to me. David never mentioned it.
5 years ago, actually. I was driving in the rain when some pedestrians suddenly jumped out in front of me. Total scam artists, I'm sure. I swerved to avoid them, hit a utility pole, damaged my car. I even got a whiplash and it was a nightmare. Had to deal with that for months.
Then you should understand how serious accidents can be. You should have empathy.
Accidents happen all the time. It's not something to make a big sob story about. Are you going to play the tragic heroine whose father died in an accident? Using that to keep leeching off David, making him feel guilty so he keeps giving you money? From now on, his time and money should be spent on me alone, not on you and your needy mother.
So that's your real concern. I see now. This isn't about appearances at all. You just can't stand the thought of David caring about us or spending any time or money on his family. You want him all to yourself.
And you've been hiding what an annoying woman you are from me this whole time, playing the sweet sister act. We both put on acts, so we're even.
I never put on any act. I've been nothing but genuine with you.
Whatever. I'm asking you straight up, but are you still planning to come to the wedding? Yes or no?
If David is getting married, then...
Fine. Do whatever you want. I'll do whatever I want, too. Ugh, you're just like those scam artists from 5 years ago. There was a man and a woman, and the woman was so shrill and annoying. She had this thick country accent, so I could barely understand what she was saying anyway. Just shrieking nonsense. Whatever. Don't say I didn't warn you. I mean it. If you show up to the wedding, you're going to regret it.
I honestly didn't think you'd actually not prepare seats for us. You're only making yourself look bad. The venue staff is so confused right now.
I honestly didn't think you'd actually have the nerve to show up. Someone from the bottom of society like you. You're so shameless. I told you, didn't I? That I'd do things my way. I warned you.
Don't you think this is childish? This is embarrassing for everyone.
Childish? How? I'm just protecting my special day.
To get your way, you're going to inconvenience so many people. The venue staff, the other guests.
You're the one causing problems. I'm the victim here, being harassed by someone so inconsiderate. I told you not to come, but you showed up anyway. You ignored my clear instructions.
When David told us about the wedding, he looked so happy. I couldn't get that out of my head. I kept quiet until now, but honestly, I don't want to think of you as family, not after everything you've said.
What a coincidence. I don't want to think of you as family either. We agree on something finally. You remodeled your house to make it wheelchair accessible, didn't you? I know David paid for that. That money could have been spent on me instead, on our honeymoon, on our future home. You're planning to keep mooching off him whenever you need money, aren't you? Every time something breaks, you'll call David.
David paid for the remodel?
Who else could afford it besides him with his lawyer's salary? Your mom certainly can't afford it working from home. You're just going to keep hitting David up for cash whenever you want, right? And the wedding is a chance for a fancy free meal. That's why you wanted to come so bad, huh? Such greedy people showing up uninvited. How shameless! Can the parasite family just leave?
We'll leave without being told. We have dignity, even if you don't recognize it.
But leave your wedding gift money. I'll put it to good use.
Looking objectively at the situation, I think it's pretty clear who's actually greedy and shameless here. I don't want to be related to someone who can't see that about themselves. Someone so delusional. So I'll happily cut ties with you.
Great! Make sure you cut ties with my husband, too.
I don't know if Ashley told you, but Mom and I are leaving. We're heading home now.
Why? But the ceremony's about to start. I was just looking for you both.
Apparently, there are no seats for us. She said we weren't invited, that we were parasites, and told us to leave.
What?
Our names weren't on the guest list. The venue staff was completely confused. They kept checking and rechecking. I can't keep causing trouble for them. And since Ashley told us to leave, we're going home. We don't want to ruin your day.
Wait, hold on! Ashley actually said that? Really?
Here's our whole conversation.
This can't be real! I'm reading this, but I can't believe it!
I thought if it made you happy, I should stay quiet about it. I didn't want to ruin things for you. But she's been putting on an act this whole time.
I can't believe this. Parasites? What the hell? I've never thought of you that way, and you've never been a burden to me. Never once!
Nothing I say will get through to her. I tried to reason with her. She's convinced herself of this version of reality, where we're leeches.
I'm sorry. This is awful. I had no idea she felt this way. Can you send me all the screenshots of your conversation with her? Every single message. There's no way I can have a wedding with you and Mom gone. I'm canceling the wedding right now.
And there's one more thing. Something she said that's been bothering me.
What? What else did she say?
She said she was in a car accident 5 years ago. Said some scam artists, a man and a woman, suddenly jumped out in front of her. She swerved and hit a utility pole.
Wait, an accident? I've never heard anything about that. She never mentioned a car accident to me.
She said the woman had a thick country accent and was making a scene.
No way! Helen, you don't think? No, hold on. I need to know for sure. I'm gonna use my connections to look into this.
This is your fault. Because of you, my wedding got canceled and the engagement is off. Everything is ruined. Give me back my perfect catch.
How is this my fault? You did this to yourself.
I know you told David everything. You parasites were about to lose your meal ticket, so you badmouthed me to him. You poisoned him against me. You turned him against me with your lies.
My mother runs a company, and I work under her. How does that make us parasites? Explain that to me.
What? She runs a company? Since when?
She's a CEO working from home. When she needs to go to the office, I drive her. She runs a company with $30 million in annual sales. Why would we need to leech off David? We're financially stable.
Wait, hold on. Nobody told me that.
You just made assumptions and went off calling us bottom feeders. You never bothered to learn anything real about us. Mom actually makes more money than David, significantly more. And of course, Mom paid for the house remodel herself to make it accessible for her needs. David and I offered to help pay, but she wouldn't hear of it. She's very independent.
So he didn't pay for anything?
As family, David does spend time with us sometimes, but I think he prioritized you most of the time. His weekends, his free time, we're doing fine on our own, so I'm pretty sure he spent his time and money on you and himself. Like he should have.
So it was all a misunderstanding? If I tell him it was just a mistake, he'll forgive me. I can fix this.
What? You think this is fixable?
I'll just redo the wedding. We'll start over. Everyone makes mistakes, right?
David called off the engagement. Didn't you two break up? It's over.
Why would I break up? Not with such a great catch. I'm not letting him go.
Well, I'm glad our choice was the right one.
What are you talking about? What choice?
The police have started an investigation into you.
What? The police? For what?
David used his influence and connections. They're pursuing both criminal and civil cases against you. It's already in motion.
Why? Why am I being sued? This is insane.
By the way, Mom is the one filing the civil suit.
You're going to sue me just for not inviting you to a wedding? That's completely excessive. You can't sue someone for that.
No, we're suing you for the accident 5 years ago.
What?
5 years ago, my father and mother were crossing at a crosswalk when a car ran a red light and hit them. It was a hit and run. My father died at the scene. My mother, as you know, has been in a wheelchair ever since.
Wait, that has nothing to do with me.
You said 5 years ago some scam artists ran in front of you, right? A man and a woman, and the woman had a country accent and was making a scene.
Yeah, but...
My mother's family is from the South. She doesn't usually have an accent, but when she goes back home or gets emotional, her Southern accent comes out strong.
Lots of people have Southern accents. That doesn't prove anything.
Also, my mother remembered the car that hit them. After it hit the utility pole, it sped away. She remembered parts of the license plate and some distinctive features of the car. The make, the color, the damage.
Only parts?
It was only partial, so we didn't have solid proof.
And it was just a regular car. Common model, common color.
So the investigation stalled, but now that we have a lead that you might be the culprit, the rest should be easy to investigate. We have a name now, a starting point.
Car accidents aren't that uncommon, and I'm sure there's no evidence left from back then anyway. It was 5 years ago.
We'll see about that, like who you were talking to on your phone during the accident. We can check your location data. Cell tower pings, GPS data. If you were on the phone at the same time and place as my parents' accident, and the person you were talking to heard the crash, that would be solid evidence in court. Witness testimony.
Wait, you're going to check my phone? You can't do that.
David has been getting information from you, like where your old phone from 5 years ago is.
All those questions before he canceled the wedding, that's what they were for? He was investigating me?
The wedding got canceled, but there were relatives and close friends at the venue, so David had no trouble gathering information from 5 years ago. Like how you asked your friend's husband, who works at a scrapyard, to dispose of your wrecked car 5 years ago.
No.
Or your friend who said they heard a loud noise during your phone call and then you suddenly hung up. The call ended abruptly. Or the friend you told all about the accident.
Wait, that can't be. No! I didn't really run the red light. I just didn't see it, and I only bumped them a little. I tried to avoid them. I turned the wheel. I had no idea it was your parents. How could I have known? I didn't know your father died. I swear I didn't know.
This isn't about the wedding anymore. This is about the hit and run from 5 years ago. This is about justice. The police still have footage from a nearby security camera showing your car, even if it wasn't conclusive evidence at the time. The police and lawyers are moving on this, so you'd better prepare yourself.
This can't be happening. I just didn't want you at the wedding, that's all. Why is this happening to me?
The wedding and the accident might seem trivial to you, but my father's life and my mother's ability to walk aren't trivial to us. Hit and run is one of the worst crimes a driver can commit. You only thought about saving yourself because you're selfish and self-centered. You'll face the consequences you deserve. Justice is coming, so be prepared. Once the police officially opened the investigation, they had Mom's original testimony and statements from people around Ashley. Eventually, Ashley herself confessed to the hit and run. She was arrested, faced a civil lawsuit, and David, as an attorney, claimed for the wedding fees and went all out against her. She lost everything. In the end, she's drowning in massive debt, facing criminal charges, cut off by everyone she knew, and completely alone. Even when she gets out of prison someday, a mountain of debt will be waiting for her.
Hey, about this weekend. Sorry, but could you go somewhere for the day?
Huh? Why? Is something wrong?
Actually, I got engaged to my girlfriend recently, and I want to bring her home for a formal introduction.
Then I should definitely be home. Why are you telling only me to leave?
Huh? Why would I need to introduce my important fiancé to you, Michelle? You're just my fake mother after all. There's no need to introduce her to you. Dad's the only one who needs to meet her.
What are you talking about? I'm your mother. How can you say such hurtful things?
Huh? You're just Dad's second wife. How long are you gonna keep pretending to be my mother?
Excuse me? I'm not pretending anything. I am your mother, Yukon.
Look, I'm trying to be nice here. Anyway, definitely don't be home this weekend. Leave in the morning and go somewhere. Maybe go shopping or something. I don't care where, just don't be here. That's an order. What the hell, you old hag? Why are you still here? I told you to go somewhere because I'm bringing my fiancé.
I never agreed to that. As your mother, I need to meet your fiancé. This is important to me too. I've been looking forward to the day you'd bring someone home.
You've gotta be kidding me. Don't get cocky just because you're a stepmother. You have no right to meet her.
I'm not a stepmother. I'm your mother. Why do you keep saying these cruel things? What have I done to make you hate me so much? Honestly, how long are you going to keep whining about this?
If you're my mother, then you gave birth to me, right? That would mean you had me when you were 16. Stop making up ridiculous lies, you old hag.
You called me an old hag again? Yukon, I've asked you so many times not to call me that. Show some respect.
Respect for you? Listen, you're just my fake mother. Know your place, you old hag.
Thank you so much for yesterday. I'm so happy I got to meet Yukon's parents. The dinner was absolutely delicious. You must have worked so hard on it.
Oh, how thoughtful of you. I'm also glad I got to meet my son's fiancé. Yukon is very lucky to have you. Please take care of each other from now on. From a parent's perspective, he's still quite immature, but after you're married, I hope you two build a happy home together.
Yes. You don't need to tell me that. We're planning to be happy anyway. So, after we're married, don't interfere with our happy home, okay? Being a stepmother doesn't give you the right to meddle in our lives. We'll live our lives the way we want. And when we have children, don't act like you're their grandmother.
Excuse me, being a stepmother?
I heard about you from Yukon. You're his father's second wife, right? He told me you've been annoyingly acting like his mother for years. Apparently, you're really desperate for validation.
What? Yukon told you that?
I get that you're desperate to look like a good mother to your husband, but forcing yourself into Yukon's life is just pathetic. It's actually kind of embarrassing to watch. And even with all your desperate attempts to please him, Yukon doesn't care about you at all. He told me how annoying you are, always trying to act like his real mom. An old hag's desperate flailing is hilarious.
Old hag? How dare you say such things to me? And I'm your fiancé's mother. You should treat me with respect.
No, you're not his mother. You're a fake stepmother. How long are you going to keep pretending to be Yukon's mom? It's honestly getting really pathetic.
What did you just say? I was so kind to you yesterday. I cooked all your favorite dishes. I welcomed you into our family.
I was only nice during the formal meeting because his dad was there. I had to put on a show, you know, but I have no intention of being friendly with you. That was all just an act for Yukon's dad. I'm just warning you now. Stay out of our marriage.
Just moments ago, you greeted me so kindly. You seemed so sweet and genuine. I thought we could have a good relationship as in-laws. I was actually excited to have a daughter-in-law.
Huh? Why would I want to be friendly with you? You're delusional if you thought that was real. Besides, you're not even my mother-in-law. You're not Yukon's mother. You're just a stranger to us.
Not only Yukon, but I didn't think his fiancé would treat me this way too. I've never experienced such cruelty. Even I feel hurt by this. What did I do to deserve this?
I don't care about your feelings. You only married Yukon's dad for his money anyway. Everyone knows that's why younger women marry older, successful men. Don't pretend it was for love.
What? How can you say something so horrible?
Unlike you, I'm different. I'd marry Yukon even if he wasn't the CEO's son. I actually love him for who he is. So from now on, keep your distance. This is your only warning. Stay in your lane, stepmother. Don't you dare act familiar with me again.
Wait, Yukon! Why are you kicking me out of the wedding venue? You're not seriously going to exclude me from the ceremony, are you? This is your wedding day. I should be here.
That's exactly right, you fake hag! There's no seat for you at today's wedding. Got it? Now get lost!
Why don't I have a seat? I'm the groom's mother. I've been so excited to see you get married.
I keep telling you, you're not my mother. You're just someone who raised me. You're just my fake mother. Don't think you can sit in the mother of the groom's seat.
Even on such an important day, you say these things. I raised you like my own son all these years. When you were 5, I married your father. We've been a family of 3 ever since. I was there for every important moment.
We just happen to live under the same roof. I never once thought of you as my mother. All those moments meant nothing to me.
Why would you say that? From the day we became a family, I made your meals and packed your lunch every single day. When you struggled with school or sports, I was always there supporting you. I've always put you first in everything I do. How can you say these things? How can you erase all those years?
Everything you did for me was just to score points. You're just putting on an act to look good for Dad. You don't actually love me at all. It was all fake, just like you.
Kelly said something similar to me. I can't believe you think of me that way too. Yukon, why do you see me like this? What did I do wrong? Please tell me so I can understand.
That's the obvious conclusion. You were obviously just after my dad. Since my dad runs a successful company and has plenty of money, you married him for his assets, so I'm just in your way, right? You probably wish I didn't exist.
What? How could you think that?
But if you treated me badly, Dad might dump you. So you desperately tried to butter me up. I could see right through it. It's disgusting. Every smile, every kind word, it was all calculated.
Wait a minute, Yukon. Have you been thinking this way all along? All these years you thought I was lying? Why didn't you ever talk to me about this?
Did I say something wrong? Actually, no, I didn't. It's confirmed that you married Dad for his money. I saw you late at night, grinning while looking at bank statements. You looked so greedy, it was revolting.
What? Oh no, you saw that?
You probably want me to get married and move out quickly. Then you can have Dad's assets all to yourself. Who would think a filthy money grubber like you is their mother? You're just a gold digger who got lucky.
No, Yukon. That's a misunderstanding. Please listen to me.
Shut up! Just get out of here! I don't want to hear your excuses! There's no seat for you! My real mother will sit in the mother of the groom's seat! A fake like you is just in the way! You've already ruined enough of my life!
Your real mother? Wait, Yukon, what do you mean by that? What are you talking about?
Actually, I asked Dad to give a wedding invitation to my real mother!
What?
My real mother will definitely come, so you being here is just in the way. My real mother is coming, so you need to leave. Today I'm celebrating with my real family only, not some fake replacement.
But I am your real mother.
Ah! What kind of joke is this? Stop lying!
Well then, there's no problem with me being here. I'm both your biological mother and the one who raised you. Let me into the mother of the groom's seat right now. You wanted to be celebrated by your real mother at your wedding, right? Well, here I am.
What are you talking about? You're not my real mother. You're just Dad's second wife. Stop making things up. You're embarrassing yourself.
How many times do I have to tell you this? I am your mother. I gave birth to you. But at the time, I couldn't marry him. And we were finally able to get married when you were 5.
What? You gave birth to me? That's impossible. You're lying to manipulate me.
That's what I've been telling you all along. Why wouldn't you believe me until now?
But that doesn't make sense. If you gave birth to me, you were 16 years old. That can't be right. You would have been a teenager.
So what? A 16-year-old can have a baby. It happens, Yukon, and it happened to me.
Huh? So you really had me when you were 16? You really gave birth to me?
Yes, that's right. You were conceived when I was a 16-year-old high school student, and your father was only 19 at the time, though he was already working. He was working at his family's company right after high school. We were young and in love. We didn't plan for it to happen, but it did.
That's what happened!
I wanted to drop out of high school, marry your father, and have you, but both sets of parents were furious and opposed it. They said we were too young, too irresponsible. I managed to give birth to you, but they wouldn't let us marry. Your father's family essentially forced to take you. They said they couldn't trust their precious grandchild to a teenage mother. They thought I would ruin your life.
What? So I was taken away from you? They separated us?
But your father and I never gave up on getting married. We kept in secret contact all those years. We talked on the phone whenever we could. While I was still in high school, I obtained every certification I could. Bookkeeping, accounting, everything, and graduated. I studied harder than I ever had in my life. Thanks to those certifications, I found a job immediately and saved relentlessly. I worked overtime, took extra shifts, anything to save money. Your father also excelled at his family company, expanding the business. He proved himself capable and responsible. When we were finally stable financially and socially, we were able to get married.
And that was when I was 5?
Yes, exactly. Even that marriage was a long road. We kept bowing our heads to both sets of parents. We got down on our knees repeatedly until we could finally live together as a family of 3. It took years of proving ourselves, years of showing we were responsible enough.
I can't believe that you, Michelle, were my real mother all along. And all of that happened. Grandma and Grandpa never told me any of this. They always just said you were Dad's wife.
We asked them not to say anything unnecessary. We get along well with both families now, but everyone was tense when we first got married. There was a lot of resentment and hurt feelings. Honestly, everyone just wants to let bygones be bygones now. We all agreed to move forward as a family.
I can't believe this. All this time? But I asked Dad to give an invitation to my real mother. And Dad said okay and agreed to it. He didn't correct me or explain. Yeah, so I did give it to her. I gave your invitation to Michelle. What? That's why Michelle came. She was crying when she received it, saying, "I thought I wasn't invited because he hates me. I'm so happy." So what the hell is this, Yukon? Why did you kick your mother out of the venue? Dad? No, this is different. I really didn't think Michelle was my actual mother. I thought my real mother was someone else. Yukon, your mother and I have told you countless times that Michelle is your mother. Why wouldn't you believe us? We never lied to you about this. But I thought you were trying to manipulate me. I thought you meant I should think of my stepmother as my real mother. And I saw Michelle looking at bank statements late at night, just grinning. I thought she married you for your money. What else was I supposed to think seeing that situation? The bank statements Michelle looks at are her own. She wants to give them to you when you get married. She's been saving little by little all these years. What? Her own accounts to give to me? She says looking at those statements gives her strength when things are tough. When you were cold to her or rejected her love, she'd look at that account and remind herself why she was working so hard up to now. And you completely misunderstood what that meant. Wait, to give me when I get married? She was saving for me all this time? Michelle worked incredibly hard to get our marriage approved, even when classmates and teachers looked down on her for having a baby at 16. She studied relentlessly, got every certification possible, and found a job. She saved as much of her salary as she could. That's what's in those bank statements. Every penny was for you. No way! I had it all wrong! Because I couldn't be there when he needed a mother most, she said. So instead, I want to give him a generous wedding gift. That's what she said as she kept saving for you. She felt guilty for not being there when you were little. Those bank statements, but I thought they were your accounts. I thought she was counting your money. By the time we got approval to marry, she'd already saved nearly $30,000, and she kept saving after we got married. When Michelle showed me the statements last night, I was shocked. There's over $100,000 in that account now. What? And she was going to give it all to me as a wedding gift? Over $1 million? Yeah, that was the plan. Until just a little while ago, that is. What? What do you mean, was? Michelle's had enough, apparently. She said she's going home to think things over. She can't do this anymore. Going home? Wait! Her son's wedding is about to start and she's leaving? You're the one who kicked her out first. Why are you so panicked? You told her she wasn't welcome here. Well, that's because... Do you have any idea how much Michelle struggled just to be able to call herself your mother? How hard we both worked so the three of us could live together as a family and to have a son like this. I'm truly ashamed. I'm ashamed of how I raised you. Dad, you're not saying you're leaving too, are you? Please, don't leave. I need you here. Of course I'm leaving. Who would want to celebrate such an idiotic son's wedding? A son who can't appreciate his own mother. You can't be serious! I've never heard of a wedding without the groom's parents! What will everyone think? I've never heard of a wedding where the groom kicks out his own mother, either. Well then, enjoy your wedding without us, and please give my regards to the bride, Kelly, as well.
We're so sorry. I'm sorry for my terrible behavior. Please forgive us. We made a huge mistake. We'll apologize, so please come back to our wedding. We absolutely cannot have a wedding without the groom's parents. Everyone is asking where you are. This is so embarrassing. Please, we're begging you.
Oh, really? Why not? Kelly, you didn't want to be friends with me. You should be happy this annoying old woman is gone. Isn't that what you wanted? For me to stay out of your lives?
Yukon told me everything. You're actually his real mother, aren't you? I truly knew nothing about it. I swear I didn't know the full story. Yukon told me you were some kind of gold digger. I only confronted you because I didn't know the truth. If I had known, I never would have said those things.
Yes, I understand. So I don't particularly hold it against you, Kelly.
Really? So you'll forgive me? You'll come back?
But whether I forgive you and whether I want to be close to you are two different things.
What? But I said I was sorry.
He's a foolish son, but I hope you two will be happy together. Don't worry about us at all. You don't need to have anything to do with us. You can build your life without interference from me. That's what you wanted, isn't it?
No, wait, please! I want to be close to you, Michelle. I respect anyone who can save $100,000 for their child. That's incredible dedication. I was wrong about you.
Oh my, you heard about that already?
So please come back. Besides, we haven't received your wedding gift yet.
Oh, don't worry about that. I'll transfer the $100,000 to Yukon's account later. But it won't be as a gift. It'll be severance money. Consider it my final obligation as his mother.
What? Severance money? What does that mean?
I'm just exhausted by all of this. I've done everything I could as a mother for that boy, but he wouldn't accept my love. Even now that he knows the truth, it doesn't erase all those years of emptiness, those years of rejection and pain. So I think I'll just keep my distance from now on. It's better for everyone this way.
You mean you're cutting him off? You're disowning Yukon? You can't do that!
My husband understands. He says he's done with a son who can't respect his mother. He was planning to pass the company to Yukon eventually, but he's reconsidering now. After all, how can someone who can't respect his own mother run a company? How can he manage employees and build trust?
You're kidding! So Yukon won't become CEO of the family company?
Huh? Why are you so surprised? You said your marriage to Yukon wasn't about money, so it shouldn't matter if Yukon doesn't become CEO, right? You love him for who he is, remember? That's what you told me.
Well, that's true, but I thought he would become CEO. And I was looking forward to being the CEO's wife someday. That was always the plan.
I do bear some responsibility for having Yukon when I was a teenager. I couldn't be there when he was little, so I don't blame only Yukon. Some of his issues are because I wasn't there to raise him properly. So as a gesture of goodwill, I'll give him the entire $100,000 as severance. But after that, I'm done trying to maintain a parent-child relationship with Yukon. I've given enough of myself. It's time to let go.
No, this can't be happening!
Anyway, I'm counting on you to take care of Yukon from now on. I trust that you'll make my son happy, Kelly. After that, they went ahead with the wedding ceremony without the groom's parents. However, the absence of the groom's parents caused a stir throughout the venue. Apparently, it wasn't a very joyful ceremony. Shortly after, Yukon came to apologize, saying, "I'm so sorry. I've been treating you terribly all this time, Mom." But my husband turned him away on my behalf, saying, "Parents are human beings too. We can't just immediately forgive and forget because it's something a child did. Wounded hearts don't heal instantly, especially when it's decades worth of broken bonds. Since then, Yukon and Kelly have contacted us repeatedly with apologies, but I have no intention of ever responding." Hey Megan, the class reunion is today, right? I came to the venue, but no one's here. The staff told me there's no reservation for today. Did something happen? I'm really confused right now.
What? Hannah, did you get the date wrong?
Huh? Wrong?
The reunion was last week, Hannah. I can't believe you were off by a whole week. How does someone even manage that?
What? Really? But I was so sure.
Everyone except you showed up. We were all worried about you, you know. People kept asking, where's Hannah? Since you dropped out of high school and couldn't graduate with everyone, we thought maybe you stayed away because you felt awkward. You know, ashamed to face your old classmates.
Oh no, I made everyone worry unnecessarily. I feel terrible about this. I really wanted to see everyone again.
Don't worry. As the organizer, I covered for you. I told them that as a high school dropout with low income, you probably couldn't afford the attendance fees, so you were absent. Everyone seemed to understand right away.
Huh? Megan, what are you talking about?
Well, our high school was private and everyone's pretty well off, you know. There are tons of people like me, CEO daughters and sons. Considering everyone's level, the venue had to be at least $300 per person. But there's no way a dropout like you could afford that, right?
How is that covering for me? I can afford that reunion fee. Don't make fun of me just because I dropped out of high school.
Huh? I went out of my way to cover for you and you're getting angry. I was trying to be considerate of your situation. Oh, or maybe you wanted a different excuse. A dropout works at some sketchy company anyway, one of those places with no paid time off, so maybe you couldn't get time off for the reunion.
Excuse me?
Life must be so hard with just a high school dropout education, no degree, no prospects. I really feel sorry for you. You were a CEO's daughter like me, but then your parents' company went bankrupt. You had to leave our prestigious school. And you fell to being a high school dropout, from the top to the very bottom.
Don't just decide I've fallen. Things were tough, but I'm living my life with pride. I worked hard to get where I am.
Having pride doesn't mean anything if you're incompetent.
What do you mean, incompetent? Take that back!
But you got the reunion date wrong, didn't you? You used to be smarter than me. I guess being a dropout makes you stupid. Like your brain stopped developing when you left school. Getting the date wrong is just too crazy.
I didn't get it wrong. You told me the reunion was today. I know what I heard.
Huh? Now you're making things up?
You said so on the phone. I wrote it down in my planner right away, so there's no way I got it wrong.
Oh, come on. Don't blame me just because you're embarrassed about getting the date wrong. Your memory's getting worse and you blame others. Being a dropout really made you incompetent inside and out.
What did you say? Stop gaslighting me, Megan!
Now, calm down. Getting all worked up won't change what happened. I know you're sad about missing the reunion you were looking forward to. All that anticipation for nothing. I'll tell everyone it was just your misunderstanding. I'll make sure they know you didn't mean to miss it.
But I really didn't misunderstand.
That's really too bad. Next time there's a reunion, make sure you remember the date properly. Well, the last one might have been the final time we invited dumb dropout, though. Hannah, did you receive the wedding invitation I sent you?
Yes, of course. I'm happy you invited me. Congratulations on your engagement, by the way. I'll definitely attend.
You better not forget those words. I specially sent you an invitation because you're so forgetful. Learned my lesson from the reunion incident.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
We had that whole thing about the reunion where you said I told you one thing over the phone, remember? You were so convinced you had the right date, but this way it's in writing, so you should be fine.
Well, that's true. The wedding date and location are clearly written.
Some of our high school friends are coming to the wedding, too. So think of it as a mini reunion and look forward to it. A chance to make up for the one you missed.
Really? That's wonderful news. I was so disappointed about missing the last reunion, so I'm excited. I can't wait to meet and catch up with everyone.
But you need to dress appropriately to attend. This isn't some casual backyard party. Unlike you, who's fallen into poverty, I'm still a CEO's daughter. And the groom is also a CEO's son from a business family. It's going to be a lavish wedding, so dress to match. I don't want anyone looking out of place.
Of course. I won't embarrass my friend. I'll make sure to dress nicely. Then I'm looking forward to seeing you at the wedding.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to it too. Hannah, I'm looking forward to seeing you at today's wedding. Don't you dare be late. You're the poorest guest invited, so you should be there earliest, waiting for everyone. That's just proper etiquette for someone in your position.
Huh? Wait, hold on. Your wedding is actually today? No, that can't be right.
Oh my god! Hannah, did you forget again? Seriously, again? After all that talk about being prepared, the invitation I sent clearly had today's date, right? I even sent you a physical invitation so you wouldn't mess up.
Huh? But the invitation said next week.
What are you saying? No way it said that. Don't make up random stuff, you dumb dropout. I can't believe this. This is getting ridiculous.
Huh? No, it really says next week.
I sent you an invitation so you wouldn't get the date wrong this time. But you're wasting my kindness. This is why dropouts are stupid and inconsiderate. Can't even read a simple invitation, can you?
What did you say? Stop insulting me!
Even though we're friends, I didn't know you were this much of an idiot. This is beyond forgetfulness at this point. It's annoying, and I'm starting to really dislike you. You're becoming more trouble than you're worth. Maybe I should just stop being friends with you. Honestly, why do I even bother?
I'm not stupid, and I didn't misunderstand. And I don't think I misunderstood about the reunion either. Looking back, that was too suspicious. You're deliberately lying to me, aren't you? This is becoming a pattern now.
What?
You deliberately gave me the wrong date for the reunion, too. You wanted to humiliate me in front of everyone, and this time with the wedding invitation. You wrote the wrong date because you wanted me to miss it. You wanted to embarrass me again.
That's a terrible thing to say. How could you accuse me of something so cruel? If that's true, just show me proof. Where's your evidence?
Proof?
You just want to blame me because you're too embarrassed about your mistake. It's easier than admitting you messed up again. I can kind of understand that stupid thinking. But if you're going to say that, show me evidence. Evidence that I wrote the wrong date. Hard evidence, not just your word.
But how can I show evidence?
Come on, just say it, you poor dropout. What year, what month, what day of the week? Tell me exactly which rotation of Earth it was. Give me the specific astronomical coordinates if you're so sure.
What?
Oh well, you probably can't prepare in time now anyway. So Hannah, you're confirmed absent from today's wedding. I'll have to tell everyone you couldn't make it again. Well, having a dumb friend would just embarrass me anyway, showing up in whatever cheap dress you could afford. So, I'll actually consider it lucky that you're not coming today. Saves me the embarrassment.
You planned to make me miss it from the start. This was all deliberate. You're a terrible person, Megan.
Stop with the weird victim complex. You sound paranoid, honestly. All the other guests are showing up properly. Everyone else managed to read their invitations correctly. Dropouts are so stupid they can't even read dates.
The date on the invitation is wrong.
What? You're still going on about this?
You know what? Forget about your wedding. I don't care anymore. If you won't admit you wrote the wrong date, fine. But it's not just me who's not coming. None of the bride's friends are coming to your wedding. Nobody at all.
What? That can't be. That's literally impossible. Stop with the pathetic excuses. Now you're just making things up to feel better.
We'll see about that. Well then, enjoy your lonely wedding.
Hey, Hannah! What's going on? Just like you said, none of my guests are showing up. The venue is almost empty.
So, it wasn't just me making excuses. I told you, I feel good just having proven that.
What's going on? Explain quickly. This doesn't make any sense. How did you know this would happen? Why aren't any of my guests coming? Tell me right now!
Because everyone thinks the wedding is next week.
What? That's impossible!
The invitations you sent to everyone else had next week's date, so no one knows today is actually the wedding, because they're all planning to come next week.
No! That can't be! I only sent the fake date invitation to you! Just to you, nobody else!
So, you did write the wrong date. Finally admitting it! You just confessed everything!
Shut up! That doesn't matter right now! Stop gloating and help me understand! Why did everyone else get the fake invitation? How did this happen?
Because you're a clumsy idiot, a complete and utter fool. You meant to trick only me and to make me a laughingstock. You wanted everyone at the wedding gossiping about poor Hannah, who can't read a calendar. But you accidentally wrote the wrong date on everyone's invitations and only sent me the one with the correct date. You mixed them all up.
What? There's no way I would do that! I'm not that stupid! There's no way I'd make such a basic mistake!
Then who else would do this? You're the only one who tried to trick me. You're the only one with motive.
Well, that's...
Oh man, such a lavish wedding. You spent so much money on this, and not a single guest shows up. The groom's side must be shocked. How humiliating for you.
Wait a minute. Then why aren't you at the venue? If your logic is correct. Only your invitation had today's date, the real date. So why aren't you here now? Where are you? You should have shown up.
Well, you see, I didn't trust you at all. After the reunion incident, I knew something was off. I figured you'd lie about the date to me again, so I asked other guests.
What? You did what?
And sure enough, the date on my invitation was different from theirs. Everyone else had next week, so I thought the real wedding was next week, which is why today I'm just lazing around in bed, because holidays are for relaxing.
What? So you're not coming to my wedding either? Even though you have the right date? This can't be happening!
Well, I'm sorry about that. Even though you gave me the real wedding date, I'm not attending. I outsmarted your little scheme. Feels pretty good, actually.
No, this can't be happening! It's impossible that no guests are coming! The entire bride's side is empty!
Why don't you frantically try contacting everyone? Start making those calls. But they probably can't prepare in time. It takes time to get ready for a formal wedding anyway. Congratulations on all your guests being confirmed absent. Well then, have fun at the wedding.
Please, Hannah, can't you at least come to the wedding? I'm literally begging you. I'm managing to delay the start time right now.
Huh? Why would I help you now?
I'll say all the other guests are absent due to flu, and I'll apologize to everyone later saying it was a printing error, that the printing company messed up the dates. I just want to have the wedding somehow right now. Please, just you at least come to my wedding. I need at least one person on my side.
Flu, printing error? Those excuses are way too forced. Nobody's going to believe that. Come on, Megan.
But I can't tell them the truth. It would ruin everything. That I tried to harass you and it backfired. And now no one's coming because of that. It's too embarrassing. My reputation would be destroyed.
But I'm just a poor dropout from a CEO daughter's perspective. Remember saying that? And you said you'd be lucky without embarrassing friends, right? You said I'd show up in a cheap dress, so I'm not going to your wedding. You made your bed, now lie in it.
I take back everything I said earlier. Every single word. So please, Hannah, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. If you come to the wedding, I'll be friends with you forever. Real friends, not like before.
What? Your apology doesn't sound very sincere. It sounds desperate.
That's right! I'll introduce you to a better company. Trust me, I have connections everywhere. Actually, how about my company? No, the groom's company. The groom's name is Kevin. Kevin's family company is even bigger than mine. I'll ask Kevin and get you better treatment, better salary, better position.
You're pretty desperate to gather even one guest. This is pathetic.
Shut up! These are amazing conditions. You should be happy. Do you know how many people would kill for this opportunity? Your family still has debt from the bankruptcy, right? I know you're still struggling financially. If you come to my venue right now, I'll help you. I'll save you from your pitiful life.
I don't need your help. Besides, we already paid off all the family debt. Every single cent of it. Don't underestimate a dropout's grit.
What? You already paid off all the debt? That's impossible. I heard you had several $1 million in debt from the bankruptcy. Your father's company owed money everywhere.
My whole family worked together and paid it off in a few years, and I actually really like my current company. The people are kind and respect me. I've been promoted quite a bit, so I have no complaints about my treatment. I'm actually doing very well, so I don't need your condescending charity. Keep your pity job offer.
Then what about my wedding today? You have to help me, for old time's sake.
Obviously, I'm not going. Why would I? A wedding for such a vulgar bride isn't worth celebrating. You don't deserve happiness after what you did.
What did you say? After I'm begging you this much? After I apologized? Don't get cocky, you dropout! If you don't come, I'll destroy your workplace. I'll make sure you never work again.
What? Now you're threatening me? Real classy, Megan.
Don't underestimate a CEO's daughter and CEO's son as bride and groom. We have power and connections. If you don't listen to me, I'll crush your workplace. I'll call your boss and get you fired. I'll blacklist you in the industry.
I have no intention of using my position that way. Don't drag me into your vulgar negotiations. This is disgraceful.
Huh? Wait, who is this?
Megan, I'm disappointed in you. Deeply disappointed. How can you say such things to your own friend? Or rather, you don't think of her as a friend, so you can say such things. That much is clear now.
Wait a minute. Don't tell me. You're not Kevin, are you? Please tell me this isn't you, Kevin.
Yes, it's exactly who you think. Your groom, the Kevin who was supposed to become your husband.
What? Why are you there, Kevin? I was texting with Hannah. Wait, are you two together? What's happening?
Yeah, I had her come here in a taxi right away. I really wanted to go to Hannah's place myself to hear her side of the story in person. But obviously the groom can't leave the venue. But thanks to that, I finally understand the whole situation. Everything makes sense now.
What? What do you mean everything makes sense?
All guests absent due to flu? There's no way I could believe such an excuse. It was too convenient, too suspicious. So I immediately contacted all of your guests, and I found out everyone's invitation had a different date. They all said next week.
Wait, that's not right. That was a printing error. The printing company made a mistake. It's their fault, not mine.
Then we need to hold the printing company responsible for that mistake. If it's their error, they need to be held accountable.
Huh?
So I contacted the printing company next, had a very interesting conversation with them, and they told me it was you who gave the instructions. You specifically ordered them to write a different date on just one invitation.
Well, that's...
They even forwarded me the email exchange, the entire conversation thread. You clearly made a mistake in your instructions. I had no idea you sent the wrong date to almost everyone.
No way!
And I contacted Hannah, who received the only correct invitation, the one person who got today's date. I wanted to find out what really happened. That's why I had her come to the venue to get the full story.
You worked too fast. How could you figure all this out so quickly?
This much is expected of a future CEO. Problem solving and investigation are basic skills. More importantly, Megan, I'm truly disappointed in you. I never knew the person who would become my wife was like this. So cruel, so manipulative.
No, Kevin, please listen to me. This is all a misunderstanding.
You used to talk to me about Hannah all the time. During our dates, you'd mention her. You said you had a friend who dropped out of school due to family circumstances, but you stayed in touch because she's an important friend, someone you cared about deeply. I thought your values and perspective that education doesn't matter were wonderful. That compassion was one reason I fell in love with you. That's why I decided to marry you. But you betrayed me. You betrayed my trust completely.
Oh, wait, that's not it. This was all just a little joke. Hannah and I are actually really close. I thought she'd just laugh this off. We joke around like this all the time.
Then you laugh it off next. Let's see how funny you find this. The wedding is now canceled and our engagement is void, effective immediately.
What? You can't be serious.
We can't have a wedding in this situation. We'll discuss the marriage registration with our parents later, but as far as I'm concerned, we're done. I will not marry someone like you.
You're kidding. Wait, Kevin, please. I don't want to break up with you. I don't want the wedding canceled either. I worked so hard on beauty treatments and preparations for today. I've been planning this for months.
Then go ahead and have a solo wedding. Stand at the altar by yourself. I'm sure it'll be very memorable. I'm taking Hannah home and leaving. We have a lot to discuss.
No, don't leave me like this. You can't just go. We can fix this together.
Well then, see you later. Burn that lonely wedding venue into your memory while you can.
Later, all the guests received from the groom, "This is our apology. We're sorry for the inconvenience." Free meal vouchers for a restaurant run by the groom's family company were distributed. And I used the free voucher to have dinner with my high school friends. The reunion after so long was very fun and made for a wonderful day. As for Megan after that, even her parents gave her a huge lecture saying, "You shameless girl," and the marriage was canceled. Megan had to bear all the costs of the canceled wedding. And having never worked before, always depending on her parents, she suddenly found herself several 10,000s in debt. I hear she's now working at a factory run by relatives to pay it back.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.